Hello guys, you're welcome back to Photographics Academy. So today we're going to be manipulating this particular image. Okay, we're going to be transforming the background with this one right here. So without wasting much of your time, let's quickly get started. The first thing I'm going to do definitely is to determine the size of my image, right? Crop it the way it should be so that at the end of the day we don't end up having something that will not fit into our background. So if we just go to our 4x5, I'm going to just give her a little headroom and a little foreground right here. And I'm going to turn on my content aware fill to make sure that all those excess areas are perfectly filled up. So once that is done, the next thing we need to do is to clean up the background. So if you look at this background, you will notice we'll have a lot going on here. So to clean it up, we will just use our lasso tool and make a rough selection of our model like this. Just be careful. Good. So once this is done, we'll come down here and make sure we didn't add extra, like here, we added extra. Okay, then for this area, we didn't add this part. Was I minusing or adding? Should be minusing. Okay. We can just fill that up later with our clone stamp. So we can work with this. The next thing you need to do is to select inverse. Then fill it up. Let's just see how much of the distractions we're going to lose. If we don't lose it, then we'll have to use another technique. So that looks bad, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate. But before we do that, we'll properly select her, select subject. So let's select her the right way. Then make sure that the selection is what you want. Look over here. We missed that part. Check other areas. See this area we're losing her dress. Check this area. So I think we should be minusing from this selection. Should be adding here. You check the rest of the areas. Okay, so I think we can work with this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll go to my select, go to modify and expand it by maybe 1 pixel to just bring it inward. But I think that pushed it out. So we need to contract just by 1. Good. Then make a duplicate of the background layer. Right click and go to layer view cut. So now we'll have our object on a separate layer, but we need to make sure that we fill up this space right here in the middle. So we use our lasso tool, or we can just reload her selection like this. Stay on the background, go into modify. Sorry, it should be modify. Select modify and expand. So I expanded by 12, then filled it up. So what I'm doing is to make sure that the whole center are all uniformed in gray. Beautiful. So now it's easier for us to now use this middle and fill up the other areas. So if I use my rectangular marquee tool and just select the center like this, select inverse and fill it up, it will now use what we have inside here to fill the space up, which will make the work cleaner. You see the way it is? Beautiful. But I think it tried duplicating our shadow right here, so we'll just fill it up. So if I unlock my image, okay, so I think the shadow was there originally from the dress. Beautiful. So the next thing we need to do is to smoothen out the background, right? So we can just go into our filter, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and just smooth the background till we have something clean. Look at that. So at this point, you can even decide to leave your image like this or change the color to whatever you want. But because we already have something we want to work with, we are going to move forward. So I would come into my background, use my move tool and just drag it into my image, place it over here and find the best spot for it. So right in the middle, I'll hold my alternate and scale it in. So let's try and make sure we'll get a good convergence point. So if we place it here, if you notice our background is slanted, if we place it here, it's going to look off. So we need to keep her somewhere around here. Maybe try tilting the background a bit to fit into what we have. Beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do is to try to blend everything in. So I'm going to change the blend mode of that background to overlay for now. Okay, we'll leave it in overlay for now. Then come over to my original background, use my mask to place a mask to it, pick up a brush, and just come down here and use your black brush to restore the original shadow of the object. Now, what you should be restoring is just the shadow. Don't restore this excess backgrounds down here. Okay, so we'll just have the shadows restored. But if you look at what we have originally, the floor have a very reflective surface and our object cannot be standing there without a reflection. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of my object. Then one of them I'm going to press Ctrl T on and flip. Let's flip vertically. Beautiful. That is it. So once I flip it, I just want to make sure it looks okay. Then press Enter. You can change the blend mode to soft light. You can change to overlay to just blend it in and now reduce the opacity. Just like this. So when you look, you still see her reflection on the floor with the colors just the same way every other one have their reflection. Now, looking at our background, although it looks good, but we can do something better. If we return this background to normal, we're going to have something more contrasty, right? But we're going to lose our shadows. So what do we do? Very simple. We'll select the floor of the background, just the floor, like this. Okay, select inverse and press Ctrl J. Once you press Ctrl J, that one that is above it, you can actually decide to leave it like this. I love the way the yellows, the colors, the light, the neon is just pushing out. But what I wanted to show you is this. If you just turn it to normal, it returns it back to that very contrasted look it has originally while retaining your shadow for you. Look at how beautiful that looks. Now, all we need to do is just to create a global color grading and we'll have our object looking perfectly well. So if I come over here and find something that makes everything pop out, having very good saturation and looks absolutely beautiful, this is it. We're going to mail it there. Beautiful. See the way it's looking, the before, the after. So I think I need something. Okay, no, not it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my camera raw filter. This is absolutely not a must. This part is not a must. But before we do that, I just noticed the background we separated over here casted an unwanted mask over here or shadow. So what do we do? Because we want this to also come out as white, we'll find the one that is dropping that black on it, and I think this is the one. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come here, create a mask, and just brush it out. Flow 100. That doesn't look right. So let's find exactly what is going on right there. So looking at it now is looking like we are having a little issue, but let's fix it. So what am I going to do? I'll come over here, make a selection on the pot, just the pot, right? Press Ctrl J. So once I turn this one on and I place it above this, sorry, should be behind, directly above this, and I leave the blend mode at normal, it still looks exactly the same as it was in the original. Now we can create our stamp visible layer. Ctrl Shift Alternate E, go to our filter, go to camera raw filter. So all I need to do is just to open up the shadows a bit and maybe a little bit of the highlight, or maybe just leave it down, open all the shadows, come down here punch some colors in, then go into my HSL and make sure that high dynamic range view is particularly beautiful. So if I push up my yellows, you'll see the light in the whole area popping up, which is what I want. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. Maybe darken this down a bit and we are good to go. So you just see exactly what we did and how much effect we just added, the before and the after. So if you feel like you still need a little lightening, you can just, kick it in slightly, and that is how you do it. So let me show you the overall before and after of everything we've done. So this is the before, where we started, and this is the after. The before, the after. So if you want to get access to this background, just go to our Telegram community, become a member right there, and you'll have access to this background and a load of other things that we'll give out for free. To join our Telegram community, go to the description of this video. You're going to see our Telegram community link. Click on it and get into the community to access and be able to enjoy free gifts that will give from time to time. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Give me your feedback in the comment section. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Until then, see you on the next one.